Everything animatronic, Spirit of Halloween 9, and welcome everyone to another video. Well, first off, I haven't talked to you guys like this in a while, so hey, how you doing? Anyways, what I wanted to make this video about is addressing a certain problem that I feel is very important with Spirit Halloween and the animatronics themselves as a whole. This video we're going to be talking about prices. And not just any prices, we're going to be talking about Spirit animatronic prices on eBay. But what I wanted to get into with this video is kind of how to price animatronics instead of me just sitting here ranting at you guys on how unfair the prices are on eBay for like 20 minutes, because no one wants to sit and watch that. So, first off, what would I consider a good price? Well, what we need to realize is that and what we need to look at first before we sell these things is what are we selling? What we're selling is an old, out-of-date, discontinued animatronic from Spirit Halloween. Or, another Halloween store that has a similar brand or company that Spirit sells. So now that we know what we're selling here, how do we sell it? If you're going to price these animatronics, I would not ever price these things on how rare they are. Because if you looked at the matter-of-fact type of side of things, all these Spirit animatronics are rare. They were all made for like 1 or 2 years. Then Spirit Halloween or Techie Toys decided to take them off the assembly line and make something else. That's honestly one of the things that really kills me on the inside is when I go on eBay and see this animatronic that's been discontinued for a long time and it has like some crazy outrageous number for the price. I just really can't believe it. It just really upsets me. So bottom line, don't sell your animatronics based on how old or rare they are, because they're all rare at the end of the day. However, there is a trick to selling these animatronics if that's not the case anymore. The way I would sell these animatronics is by taking a look at the base price of the animatronic and adding about $15 to $20 every year, because as I have noticed throughout the years, these animatronic prices will appreciate in time. Let's use Gravedigger as an example here. So Gravedigger back in 2011, which he was made by Techie Toys of course, was sold for $140. So knowing that Gravedigger's base price is $140 and applying the rule that I talked about earlier, adding $10 to $20 each year, we can add up 10 times $20 every year and get to $200. So if we add $200 to the base price of $140, this is going to make $340. Now, if that's how you really wanted to price them, you didn't want to look at anything else, you just wanted to do it that way, that's totally fine. It is really honestly up to you guys at the end of the day. However, there are a few other things we need to look at before we make the final price of Gravedigger. We haven't talked about if it still works, we haven't talked about the external or internal condition, and we haven't talked about if it comes with any of the original packing. Now, typically when I look at those three things, the external condition and if the animatronic is working or not, I typically like to add those in the $20 range. I don't like to go up any more than that, because at that point it just kind of becomes a little too much money being added all at once, and it just really is kind of nonsense. So $20 for the external and the internal mechanisms that condition if it's working or not. So for this Gravedigger example, let's say that externally he's flawless. He looks great. Maybe the latex is coming off in a couple spots, but it's really no big deal. So, okay, we'll add $20 more. However, mechanically, let's say that he is, as far as the internal quality goes, let's say that his arm doesn't raise. Okay, so it's just his arm. If you guys were wanting to still price him in at the $20 range just for that one thing not working, that's perfectly fine. However, if it's more than 2 movements, then I would say price it at about $10, because it is one of those things that people are going to look for. Obviously, when you buy something, you don't want to buy it and it doesn't work all the way. You wouldn't go buy a car and the wipers don't work, or the radio doesn't work. You'd want to get it and you'd want it to fully work. That's the prime goal of selling these animatronics at the end of the day. And I keep saying at the end of the day because it truly is at the end of the day. Now, as far as the original packing price goes, if Gravedigger came with his original box, I would only add like $10 to it, just because it's just old cardboard. It's going to end up getting squished anyways in storage. It's not going to last very long. So $10 because it comes with the original box. If it didn't come with the original box, just not add $10 at all. So that is just one example on how to price these animatronics. Another one we could look at is Headbanger Zombie from 2012. The animatronic was made in 2012 by YJ, sold at Spirit Halloween, and he was sold for $130. So taking the $20 a year thing, 2012, and taking 20 times 9, we would get an average amount of $310. Now, if we add on all the other expenses, such as if it comes with the original box, what's the external condition like, and also does it fully work? Well, let's take a look at those things. Does the animatronic fully work? Well, let's just say for this example, the animatronic does fully work. The mouth moves, the head tilts back, the eyes light up, motion sensor works, foot pad works, everything works on the animatronic. And let's also say that the external condition is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it, there's no rips, there's no tears, it's not dry rotted, there's no anything, there's no hair missing, nothing. So there's another $20 we could add to it. And we can also say that yes, this one does come with the original box. So that right there is $50 that we could add to this thing, making the average price of a Headbanger Zombie from 2012, $360. That's honestly, again, not a bad price for an animatronic. Now, if you want to sell these animatronics for cheaper, or you don't feel like going through that process, you just want to get rid of it and you want to sell it for cheaper, that's always fine. I never have a problem with that. I just have a problem when people put these things online and they put them for $500, $600 when in fact, they should really only be priced at like maybe $300, and at the very, very max, if it's a pretty old animatronic, no more than $400. So guys, there are a couple examples on how to price these animatronics. Now, you can take this pricing kind of method and use it on any Spirit animatronic or any Party City, Halloween City. It doesn't matter what company or what brand sells this thing. You can take this method and apply it to any animatronic you want, and it will always be tried and true, and it will always work out. So I hope this video has been educational to you guys, and I hope that you guys have learned something from this. If not, I hope you guys got enjoyment out of this video nonetheless. I know it's getting pretty hard nowadays to go into Spirit Halloween and buy something. You know, you can't just go into Spirit Halloween and drop 100 on a cool animatronic. You know, it takes some, you gotta walk into Spirit Halloween with some real dank if you want to leave there satisfied. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. That's all I have for you today. Like I said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like, be sure to comment, subscribe, smack the bell notification, and tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Do you think I'm just an old man sitting here in the hot weather, flapping my gums at a camera, you know, and throwing it in an editor and throwing it on YouTube? Or do you think, you know, me saying and talking about this actually is doing anything or made any sense to you guys? Let me know your opinions and thoughts in the comment section below. And with that said, as always, be scary, be spooky, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.